So I'm always going to be talking about like things like depression, things like sadness, things like anything dealing with depression and sadness and anger, because I guess I deal with plenty of these emotions on a daily basis throughout my life, and I feel like I've come them in so many different types of ways because God has given me insight on how to overcome it. Now I still deal with things to this day, right? But I still feel like I have a voice, and if I can help, I'm going to help. Now, one thing that somebody taught me a long time ago that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I think now that I'm becoming to a more mature age, I actually believe will help is if you're a depressed person. A lot of times depression is because you're really wrapped up in your own world and you're wrapped up in your own self. So if you actually feel depressed and you feel like you can't get out of there, some of the best things to do that I still need to do myself, and I need to practice what I preach because I haven't even done it myself that much, but some of the best things to do is to serve somebody else. If you're so wrapped up in your own world, if serving somebody else and making somebody else happy, I know it seems like that's the total opposite, but if you actually serve someone else that is in need more than you, and you see how they're benefited and how they get happy, that actually will take you out of the sunken place. Believe it or not, it's almost like a universal law that God created within us, that when we care for someone outside of ourselves, it's actually more rewarding than when we care for ourselves. Especially when we care for someone outside of ourselves that actually needs more help than us, or who is in a position of neediness more than we are. So, like I said, I have to practice what I preach. I have to do this myself. I haven't really been doing this. I've been in places where I've been in depression, because I'm so wrapped up in my own world and everything feels so like like it's not good. But there are people out here who got it worse than me. And if I would actually take the time and go serve those people and try to make their life better and try to help them, then my problems will seem minuscule in comparison to them. So that's one thing I want to leave, is that I don't have all the answers to everything, but what I do have, I feel like if I can give, I'm going to give it. If you're in a place of depression and you feel really, really sad, trust me, this world has a lot of corruption. There's people out there who are in need more than you and who are in a worse position than you. If you could find some way to help that person, it's plenty of homeless people. It's plenty of ways to find someone that is in need more than you. And if you feel like if you find ways to help that person, whether it's through feeding them, through money, through your time spent when just having a conversation with them, through driving them somewhere, whatever it is, if you find a way to, but be safe if you drive them somewhere, because don't get yourself in a situation. But if you could find a way to help them, then it will make you feel more like a human being, like God created on the inside of us. It'll make you feel like more of a human being, and you'll feel better about yourself, and it will actually really help you get out of that depression. All right.